What if I told you that some of the most talked about relationships in Nigeria don't really end? They just evolve into a triangle of stories, controversies, and online interpretations that never fully die down? And what if I told you that the names Tonto Dikeh, Olakunle Churchill, and Rosy Meurer are often placed at the center of one of those ongoing conversations? But here is a real question. Are we watching a broken relationship, or are we watching a structure that has simply been rebuilt in a different form? Let me break this down. Olakunle Churchill and actress Tonto Dikeh were once married in a highly publicized union that began in 2015, and at that time, it looked like a strong and glamorous connection between two public figures. But by 2017, the marriage has ended. From that union, they share a son, King Andre, and since then, their story has remained in public space through conversation about co-parenting, disagreement in the past, and eventually moments of cooperation around their child. Over time, what was once heated public separation slowly transitioned into a more structured co-parenting agreement. In recent years, there has been public appearances such as the son's birthday gathering in Abuja, while both parents were seen focusing on their child rather than and that alone tells conflict. A deeper story, because not every ending is total destruction. Sometimes it is restructuring. But here is where the story becomes more layered. After the separation from Tonto Dikeh, Olakunle Churchill got married to actress Rosy Meurer. Their marriage became official in 2021, and they have a child together. This is where online conversation began to expand again, because in the world of social media, once a story exists, people don't let it disappear. They rebuild it, remix it, and sometimes attach new narratives to it. Over time, there has been online discussion and assumptions and speculations surrounding Churchill's past relationship, his current marriage, and how the history between him and Tonto Dikeh fits into the recent dynamic with Rosy Meurer. Some online narratives have tried to link past controversies to current relationship lessons, but it is important to note that these remain social media interpretation and have not been officially confirmed by both parties involved. Still, the conversation continues online because people naturally try to connect patterns, emotion, and timelines. And this is where the metaphor of real estate becomes so very powerful. Think about it. Every relationship is like building projects. It starts with the land, then comes design, construction, and finishing, of course, maintenance. But in the cities like Abuja and Lagos, the quality of what is built depends heavily on the foundation and the management. Abuja represents structure, careful planning, and long-term thinking plus stability. Lagos represents speed, opportunity, and fast growth and constant Now, imagine movement. A relationship in the same way. What people see on the outside is just the finished building, but what determines whether it stands strong and develop cracks in the future was done beneath the surface during construction. Now, when a structure develops cracks, there are usually two choices: total abandonment or renovation and management. And in real life, especially when children are involved, complete separation of responsibility are rarely the outcome. Instead, roles shift, priorities change, and new structures are formed around what is still existing. That is where co-parenting becomes the practice and solution in many real-life situations like this. No perfection, no erasing the past, but managing what remains with responsibility. Now, coming back to Tonto Dikeh, Churchill, and Rosy Meurer, what the public has mostly seen over the years is not just a simple story. It's a multi-layered story involving separation, new marriage, co-parenting, and a public interpretation. But again, it is important to separate fact from speculations, because while social media often builds narrative around celebrities, and not everything circulated online is confirmed reality. And that is a key lesson even beyond celebrity culture. Now let's bring it back to real estate, because whether it is the relationship, business, life decision, the principle is the same. A strong property in Abuja or Lagos is not just successful because of appreciation alone. It is successful because of structure, planning, and long-term maintenance. Land appreciates, building evolve, but only a well-managed structure survives time. Just like property, human relationships also require maintenance even when they change forms. So instead of focusing on headlines, rumors, or public interpretation, the smarter approach is to understand the deeper lesson. Stability is not just about perfection, it is about structure that can withstand change. And as for the public story surrounding Tonto Dikeh, Olakunle Churchill, and Rosy Meurer, what remains visible is a complex but evolving situation centered around past marriage, current family structures, and ongoing co-parenting responsibility. Not a simple storyline, but a layered one, and maybe that is the real takeaway. If you've watched this story to this end, it means you actually enjoyed this story. All you just need to do is to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications so that once we drop a new video, you'll be among the first to know. Tonto Dikeh, bye.